Hey y'all, good Tuesday morning to ya. Dang, it's not even 7 o'clock. I have had some low days, so it's been really hard for me to, I don't know, want to do my videos or blogging, which I hadn't blogged in a while. I mean, I love to write, but again, that's where some of this ugliness comes to get you or whatever. And so anyway, I thought, well, actually, I've been pulling out of my LFTG, my Look for the Good jar, every day for, well, I mean, I pull it out, but let me just make some sense. I've been pulling out of a specific one and taking a snapshot and sending to my oldest daughter, Rachel, to give her positivity and me, because I know I need to be lifted up. So anyway, let me just kind of get to it. So I'm sitting in my yoga room. I probably said that already, which I really miss going to the yoga studios and my yogi tribe. I haven't seen them in forever because of this dang virus. But anyway, so this is what I pulled out of my jar this morning. So awesome. I don't know. Do I have that upside down? No. Okay. So I'm going to read it and talk to you about it. So it says, sensitive people should be treasured. They love deeply and think deeply about life. They are loyal, honest, and true. The simple things sometimes mean the most to them. They don't need to change or harden. Their purity makes them who they are. All right, so let me start off with, and it's hard to see with the glare of my glasses, so let me try to take that off and see if we can, I can talk to you about some of these things. So, true story. Apparently, there's only 17% of the population is sensitive. And guess what? I'm in that 17%. Yeah, okay. And I guess at first, well, no, probably still, let's be honest. Still, I'm kind of like, lucky me. Not really lucky me. Because sensitive people tend to be more emotional, and we, like this card says, feel things very deeply. Yeah, sensitive people are supposed to be, we need to be treasured. So does everybody else. Everybody else needs to be treasured, but it's hard for sensitive people to be treasured because there's such a small amount of us. And so it's just, people just don't get it. Other people who are not sensitive just don't understand. They think that we're too needy. They think we're big babies. They think we're just, I don't know, extreme everything. And not that we can't have those feelings. We do have those feelings. I think that's why people don't understand or whatever. So anyway, my hair is distracting. I look like a lion. That almost sounds like the cowardly lion in Wizard of Oz. What he does. Anyway, okay, whoop, squirrel. Right, okay, totally. But I do get my hair done next Monday. Yay, for the hair salon's opening. Okay, anyway, so we're going to get back to this. So it says sensitive people should be treasured. Then why aren't we? Instead, we're made fun of. There's a lot of things I don't understand. A lot of things I don't understand. And even when things are very difficult for me to understand, I still try. Not always, because there ain't no such thing as perfect, and I'm nowhere near it anyway. But I try to put myself in other people's shoes, thanks to Grayson, my middle daughter. Just with her being severely handicapped, I mean, I see people so differently than most. Because I see people for who they are, and it doesn't matter because we're all different. Okay, that was another side note. Y'all know I can't help it. It's whatever comes in here, comes out of here. Yeah, so I try to, keep it positive for y'all. So anyway, I'm trying to think. Oh, so I try to see, even though if it's things I really don't understand or is difficult to understand, I try. And I don't always get it, but most of the people I feel don't even try. Like I said, there's all these ideas about us manipulating people and just doing things to hurt other people on purpose to get our way and just stupid things. And because if you actually looked behind some of the behavior or whatever, you would see good reason. And when I say behavior, I mean, I'm just talking about like the sensitivity and all this kind of stuff. We're not too needy. We're not too this or too that. I'm really sick of hearing that. Because the only thing I'm too much of is nice. Okay. Right now I don't want to use that word. So I don't know, because when I say these things, it sounds like I'm tooting my own horn. But see, I never talk really positive about myself, so I'm changing that. So, yeah, the only thing I'm too much of is friendly, okay? Because I love people. I love meeting people. I love talking to people. I love hearing people's stories. Y'all, I even like to watch documentaries about real life stories because they're real people. I love my reality shows. Well, kind of cut back on those for other reasons. But my point is, I love people's stories because on our outside and our front and, okay, what you physically see may be really hot and you're like, man, you are so hot. You look so good. And then underneath that, you're like, okay, all right, got some stuff, because we all have stuff. Or you may see somebody that other people don't think is attractive, and then you look behind the scenes and get to know them, and you're just like, wow, yeah, so inspiring, so awesome. So we all have good, we all have bad, we all have pretty, we all have ugly, whether it's our looks or our heart or our spirits or our vibes or whatever, okay? So let's try to be a little more sensitive, not just to sensitive people, but to everyone. Because we're all going through something at some point. If you haven't gone through anything at this point in your life, you will. Not trying to scare you, it's just reality. And then some of us go through a lot. I've been through a lot in my 44 years, so much so that, professionals are kind of shocked. Yeah, when I tell them, they're like, oh my gosh. And this is even years ago before even more stuff happened, and they were like, you have been through more than, wow, a lot of people put together. So, all these things stack up. We're born sensitive, the things we go through make us sensitive. I'm going to put my glasses on and read the second part so we can move past that, okay? Because I could talk about that forever. Oh, yeah, this is the next part. They love deeply and think deeply about life. Y'all. Yeah, okay, It is very difficult. This is going to make me cry. And not, a few weeks ago we talked about ugly crying, and I was like, But is there thing as ugly crying? Because who has cute crying? And not that I'm not trying to be honest with, everybody out there. As far as like on my low days, not showing you, not videoing or writing about it. Which is, when you do put things out there, trust me, they can, I don't want to say backfire on you, because if you're backfiring, it's like you're doing it for a bad reason. So when you do put things like this out there and you share yourself to help other people, you get, what's the word? Yeah, my words aren't coming as easy either, so that's another reason why it's hard for me to write. But people lash out at you and they judge you very harshly, and they have in their mind about you what they think you are, who they think you are, when they don't even know you. That's why I'm saying maybe just take time to get to know people. But this is me crying because and again, this whole thing just spoke to me so much this morning when I pulled it out of the jar, because it's a lot like me. And some people might read it and be like, well, all of it, like some of it sounds so great, like you're tooting your own horn. But that is not how sensitive people are treated. So because I do love deeply. When I love somebody, I give everything I have. Everything I have. Sorry. I'm in my own house, so I'm not spreading coronavirus or COVID-19 or whatever we're supposed to call it. But I love deeply, and I do think deeply. And I mean, even you people out there that just may not can understand that, like, or you're like, oh yeah, I think deep about stuff too. I mean, it's not what I mean. I mean thinking very deep, like you wouldn't believe the thoughts that I have and how they're connected and how they go back and how they're deeply rooted in me. Very painful thoughts. And when I'm hurt, because I am sensitive, I feel it on a level that most people don't. I feel it to my core. My spirit is shaken from it. So yeah, just that really speaks to me, because I get made fun of. I get yelled at. I get harsh tones. I get people frustrated with me. I get people angry with me. I get people put me down. Because I think so deeply and feel so deeply about just about everything. So let me see what's next. They are loyal, honest, and true. Yeah, I've had, with all my extended family crap with my daddy and Mary Frances, she's the stepmother, and my brother and sisters and all of that extended family, and I don't want to put them all down, but I took crap from a lot of them, and I just kept taking it because I'm loyal. I've been married almost 21 years. I've had friendships for 15, 16 years. So I give all that I have. I try to be, honest with people, and recently just had a relationship that, I was asked to do certain things, and so I did them the way they were asked, and then that really affected our relationship, and so that was kind of confusing to me. I was doing what I was supposed to do. That was a side note too. I was because I was thinking about how being loyal to my friends and how that's not, I don't know, that's not always turned out, because I'll be loyal to them, but when I ask for them to give me the same respect, it doesn't work out that way. So let's move beyond that one. And I hadn't had my coffee yet, so I'm actually going to have some right now, okay, because, oh my gosh, I mean, it's so early. Oh, so good. So on my diet plan, right, that my friend Annie had given to me, it got really difficult. I got, just really nauseated a lot and sick. So I've had to redefine that a little bit. Still love her workouts. It's been a few weeks. I'm starting to see little changes. You might not can see them, but that's fine. Because this whole thing is about me loving me and me seeing me for me. So anyway, that made me say, oh, I know, because I was talking about my coffee. So at first, she was like, I could have black coffee and maybe put a little like almond milk in there, because we don't drink milk in this house. We drink almond milk or whatever. So I, anyway, I was like, I could probably just drink black. If I can't have sugar and milk, when I say milk, I mean almond milk. If I can't have sugar and milk, then I'm just gonna drink black coffee, right? So that happened a couple of days. And then I was like, okay, all right, let me try the almond milk, because we get the original, unsweet, unflavored, plain almond milk. So I was like, yeah, I can use that. So, hold on. I don't really like talking with my glasses on video, like, just because the reflection from the window and stuff like that is hard to see my eyes. And I like to see people's eyes. Have you ever thought about that? I mean, I do. Like, I like to look at people in the eyes, and I look around like if I'm talking sometimes, but I make it a point several times in any conversation I'm having to look at that person in the eyes. I look at them in their eyes when I'm talking to see if they're paying attention to me, because I'm important. And because I want to feel important, I want that person to feel like they're important. So I also look into the eyes of the people I'm talking to while they're talking, so that I can hear what they're saying. And I'm not sitting there while they're talking, looking around thinking of, okay, how am I going to defend myself? What am I going to do to get back at this person? How am I going to answer them? What's my words going to be? No, I sit there and listen and take it in, and then I can respond. And a lot of times I'll respond with what they said, parts of what they said, so that I can understand. Like if they said, hey, a car just went by, and it was like a van with, that was blue. Then I would be like, oh, so did you just see, so was it like a minivan or a big size, a full size van? Like, and then they could tell me, and I'd be like, when you say blue, is it like a light blue or a dark blue? Because details do matter, y'all, non-detail people. They do matter. Okay, people like me, they matter all the time. People like you, they don't matter at all. So we got to come to the middle. Got to have some balance, yoga, just throw that in there. So we have to have balance of detail, because it is important. Because let's say the cops go by and they're looking for a blue van. Well, I got information for you, buddy. I know if it was a full-size van or a minivan, what color blue it was. Anyway, side note, but that's why details are important. So that's why I'm saying I might repeat to them so they can repeat back to me, even though that's a very general thing. Because I'm talking about like in some relationships where you have hard conversations. It's really nice to be able to listen to the other person and actually hear what they're saying and repeat things back to them, because you may get it wrong. Because sometimes I get it wrong, for sure. And so it's nice for that other person to repeat back to me So they can be like, no, that's not what I meant, or yeah, that's what I meant, or whatever. But we have to try and do it in a nice way and not, you know, I don't know, just we need to try and listen to people. And all this that I'm saying, I need to take the dose of my own medicine. I'm not sure where we were. I think we were talking about my coffee. That's what we were talking about. Okay, well, speaking of, before it gets cold, which is another thing, I microwave my coffee so many times because I love it hot. Hot. I can't stand anything cold. I love hot coffee. I love hot showers. I love hot baths. Hot. Hot food. Yeah. Because I'm cold all the time. So anyway, the point about my coffee was it's supposed to be black. Then I could add my almond milk because we have the, you know, unflavored blah, 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 what I told you a while ago. And so then, but like I said, I've had to modify the plan so that I could like maintain some sort of it, because I know I couldn't maintain that very specific strict diet for a long time. And like I said, it was just making me sick, but not because of Annie. It's just some things that, you know, I'm dealing with. So anyway, then I was like, I have got to add my sugar back in. Well, thanks to my youngest daughter, Chloe, who's 20, you know, she's always looking into nutrition and stuff like that and learning about it. I'm sitting here getting tired. I'm gonna lean back. So anyway, like she's slowly switched us over to things over the years. And I guess we do have white sugar in the house, maybe. I don't even know if we have white sugar in the house anymore, like even in the house, like that I used to bake with even. Anyway, and I love sugar. Okay, y'all know I love donuts, which is sugar. But, I mean, donuts are my favorite. But anyway, okay, so, which I'm not, I mean, I hadn't had a donut. I hadn't had a donut in over a month. Dang, that's good for me. Anyway, okay, let's bring it back. Well, yeah, okay, eventually we're gonna bring it back. So, I'm like, so anyway, we switched to, and then I was like, oh, well, brown sugar is good for you, right? White sugar, because you think white everything, white potatoes, white, you know, it's like all starch and everything's gonna kill us, I swear. Oh my gosh. So anyway, but my daughter Chloe's like, no, Mom, you gotta look up brown sugar. It's colored. And so I was like, oh. So anyway, we switched to raw, unfiltered sugar. It's, you know, sugar in the raw. I don't like stevia and things like that, and I don't like the fake sugar stuff because that has some bad crap in it. I don't even know what's in it. Anyway, so now I've started putting raw sugar. Well, I'm not I did it and then stopped with this diet plan and then reincorporated it because I needed something. But y'all should try that. I mean, it's really same to same. Like if you use a spoonful of white sugar, use like a spoonful of raw sugar. I mean, it's not as like high sweet. And when I say high sweet, that makes it like sugar sweet. It's still sweet though. So anyway, it doesn't bother me. And I love sugar. So anyway, that was about my coffee. Oh yeah. You know, this whole thing's gonna make me cry. So the next line is, the simple things sometimes mean the most to them. Wow, y'all. Yeah, this little card, this little quote just really describes me. I mean, minus one sentence, the honest and true and all that kind of stuff is, you know, I've had my moments. But this other stuff, the simple things, it is. I'm not a materialistic person. You know, the love languages, if you've ever heard about that. And I'm not putting anybody down. Everybody's got their different love language and different stuff. But, you know, mine's not gifts. I mean, gifts are fine. But I just want to know that there's thought behind it. If I get a gift, like I love flowers. I love having flowers on my kitchen table. Like every day if I can. And what I mean, I don't switch them out every day. Dang, I don't have that kind of money, but not that you can't go pick flowers somewhere, I guess, out of the yard, but you gotta be your own yard. You can't be picking flowers out of somebody else's yard. I wonder if you can do it on the side of the road, though. That's still somebody's property. Anyway, we're not gonna go down that road, but yeah, I like, you know, have, like I said, flowers on the kitchen table at the window where I look out at the birds, and then they die, and then I get more or whatever. And to be honest, my husband is the one who always makes sure, well, a lot of the times, make sure I have flowers on the table. So it is the little things, just people thinking about people, holding doors for people. I'm not talking about people that are handicapped or people, anything. I mean, just all people, handicapped people included, though. Like, do you think about the people around you? Do I think about the people around me? Yeah, I do. I always do. And that's why I probably have so much emotion, is because a lot of things concern me or make me sad, or I feel deeply. And because I'm one of those people that feels deeply, it's, yeah, that's what you get from it. I mean, so, I don't know. I don't know. Let's just try and think about there. Everybody, especially, you know, I'm in the United States. And I know this, my blog goes to, I don't know, thousands and thousands of people in like numerous other countries. So I don't know, you know, but anyway, in the United States, like we're always, our culture is more, better, bigger, prettier, skinnier, hotter, everything is, you know, has to be, you have to be smarter, you have to have more things. We're all interested in ourselves and not the people around us, and that's just so dumb. You know, sometimes I could wish I could move to a different country where they're all about community. Our nurse is from Africa, and she says that they're all about community. When somebody is down in their village, like people just, they bring food and they come over just to be, just to sit, just to let that person know that, hey, I'm here for you. I really do. Maybe I should move to another country, because that's how I feel, and maybe I just don't fit in here. Because like I said, I'm not about material things. I'm not about fantasy things. I'm not. I love the people I love, and I just want them to love me back for who I am and the way that I am. Yeah. So anyway, and I'm talking about simple things. You know what one of my favorite things to do is for me and Kevin and my girls, and I wish it was Rachel, my oldest, here with us. So me and Kevin, our girls, and Mateo, Chloe's boyfriend, he's included now. But my favorite thing is for us to have family movie night. And I mean, we're literally all sitting around in like pajamas or leisure clothes or whatever you want to call it, in front of the TV, watching a movie together. And it's just because we're together. It's because I like being around people. So that's one of my favorite things to do. I know people might be like, one of my favorite things to do is ski, or one of my favorite things to do is jump out of a plane. Oh God, really? Or one of my favorite things to do is shopping or something like that. But I don't know, so many things. Or one of my favorite things to do is fish. I don't know. But seriously, that's one of my favorite things to do is to be with my family.
in a nice way where there's not any tension or anything. And this video is going to go on for 100 years if I don't wrap this stuff up. So this is the last part, talking about sensitive people. They don't need to change or harden. Their purity makes them who they are. Really? So we don't need to change? Even though we're told to change our whole lives? I was anyway. My entire life, by at least one or more, I'm constantly told what I need to change. So when you're told that all the time, then you feel like, oh gosh, there is something wrong with me. I do need to change. There's nothing wrong with you. You're just sensitive. And so am I. And there's nothing wrong with being sensitive. We're not, like I said, too anything. We're not too sensitive, too emotional, too is there such a thing as too friendly? Is there such a thing as too compassionate? I mean, what? You know what I'm saying? I don't even know. But it's like, what is it? Their purity makes them who they are. I don't know about purity. I'm just gonna be honest. Like, it depends on your whole definition for purity. But yeah, so because I've been told so much that there is so much to change about me because I'm to all these things negative. Even though I don't know how those things, friendly, blah, 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 all these things are negative. I guess people think I'm too needy, too emotional. Those are negative things. So because I've been told so much that I'm too everything, or there's something wrong with me, or I need to change something about me, yeah, that hardens people. There's probably, it's not probably, it is. There's a little piece in my heart that's hardened. I used to not, well, I want to say I used to not have that there. You know, I try to be real honest with y'all. There is a possibility that maybe I just didn't notice it. I wasn't aware of it. I'm very aware of it now. Yeah, the last few years have been very difficult. But even though I'm sensitive, I am pushing through it. And it's all gonna be good. And you know, I was reading through, it's like my blog the other day, I was like, usually I always, you know, I'm like, hold on to the end, hold on, you know, when I'm writing, like on the blog, because I'm like, no matter what story I give you, whether it's a LFTG quote saying, or if it's just something I'm thinking about, but you read through the whole blog, which is nowhere near as long as my videos, I'm sure, because I just love to talk. But so I always promise you to read through whatever it is, because at the end, I'm going to tell you the good, which goes, you need to look for the good. So I always say the good is. So for today, because I haven't been doing these in my videos, and I'll probably forget, but I remember today. If I remember today, then that's good, because I remember today. One day at a time, right? So the good for today is I am sensitive. I don't think I would ever say that, because it's just like, why is it good to be sensitive when most people are against you? Ugh. Because that's who God made me. I don't know the purpose. Well, probably because of the way I look at people, probably the way I treat people. You got to have a few of us around, which we're in 17% is a few. But you have to have us around to, I don't know, balance out the people that aren't so nice. I'm not going to use, specific words on here. So anyway, the good for today is that I'm sensitive, and I'm every day trying to love more and more of myself, and I am to be treasured. You know what? I'm just going to say, and this is how we're going to wrap it up. You're welcome. From all the sensitive people in the world are only 17%. All you other people, you're welcome. Because it is the little things, and we do love deeply, and we do think deeply, and we give everything we have. So if you meet a sensitive person who knows they're sensitive, or you know they're sensitive, it's not a negative thing. It's a positive thing, and you're welcome. All right, y'all. Like I said, I'm going to end it there. You're welcome from all the sensitive people, because we're good, and we love. I love y'all. Much peace and love, y'all. Have a fabulous day. See you next time.